guys, welcome back to Disney Life Happy Wife. I'm here today to talk to you guys about dining reservations. The ins and outs, what I recommend for dining, what I found easiest, which restaurants I like the most, what restaurants I may have had bad experiences at, all of that and more. First, let's talk about dining reservations. How early can you reserve dining and how early should you reserve dining? So 180 days out is the answer to that question. And when should you reserve dining? That's kind of personal because some people don't know they're going to Disney 180 days out. Some might only know 100 days out or 90 days out or 60 days out. So it's kind of up in the air. It's kind of different for each person. We knew this time that we were going a little less than a year out. So we decided to book as soon as that 180 day mark hit. Because originally we were going to try to get a table at Cinderella's Royal Table. We decided our kids were a little bit too young for that and decided instead to eat at Be Our Guest. Be Our Guest and Ohana were our most desired reservations, and we got both of them. So here, okay, to back up a little bit, first you're going to decide ideally how many days you want to spend at each park, and this is going to help you decide what day you are going to be at each park. So for instance, our first day that we land, we are eating dinner at the Poly at Ohana, Polynesian Hotel at Ohana. And the next day I knew we wanted to start and end our trip at Magic Kingdom. So the next day is when I tried for Be Our Guest. Again, you can kind of use the fast pass mindset where you go to the end of your trip for the more highly sought after reservation. That's up to you, depending on what you want. We weren't too specific. Like, we knew we wanted Ohana for dinner, and we knew we wanted Be Our Guest for dinner. Everything else was kind of up in the air. So our dining reservations are Ohana, Be Our Guest, then we have Sanaa, then we have breakfast at the Crystal Palace at 8 a.m. in the Magic Kingdom, which I'm super excited for, to get in to maybe get some empty castle shots of the kids and stuff. That'll be really fun. Also, I know Lucy likes Winnie the Pooh characters, and I've heard they have like amazing breakfast. So that was definitely on our must-do. And then we also have the Garden Grill at Epcot, which I've heard all amazing things about. We really like Liberty Tree Tavern in Magic Kingdom. We really loved that. So this time we had heard good things about Garden Grill. It's another character experience. It'll just be fun. Specifically for Lucy, she's very excited to go to character dining and meet characters. That is her big thing this time. So I wanted to get that for her. And then we are eating at 50's Primetime Cafe in Hollywood Studios, which I've actually eaten there before with my sister, and I really enjoyed the food. I don't know if you know anything about 50's Primetime. The whole kitsch is like they treat you like family, and the waiters and waitresses are kind of like that whole, like, if you don't eat your vegetables, they'll feed them to you. If you clean your plate, they'll give you a clean plate club sticker, things like that. I really enjoyed the food. It is comfort food. It's not fancy food, but it is really delicious for comfort food. So I'm excited to try that. And then we also have Kona Cafe for breakfast, because that has been on my list of must-do, and we probably won't be going back super soon. So I wanted to make sure to fit it in this trip. I'm so excited to try the Kona coffee in the press pot, and to try, is it jungle juice or whatever that stuff is called. I've heard amazing things about that. I'm just super excited about the whole experience. So that is what we have this time. So when you go on My Disney Experience on the app, I prefer to do it, well, the app isn't too bad for dining. It's not too difficult to reserve dining on the app. It's equally as easy to do it on the computer, so it just depends on what you prefer. I think this time I did it on the computer. I thought it was a little bit easier. So when planning your days for the parks, you want to, again, like, take stock of what restaurants you like to visit, and then see how sought after they are, and then go from there. Next, I'm going to get into my recommendations on your table service restaurant reservations in each park. First, we'll talk about Magic Kingdom. I have eaten at Be Our Guest for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I can tell you, I would only recommend going for dinner. It is a completely different experience at dinner. You get to meet the Beast, which is amazing because we are huge Beauty and the Beast fans, and the food is amazing. And they are very good about substitutions, which I wasn't sure they were going to be. For instance, I got the steak, and it came with like, I think it came with like roasted potatoes or just crispy potatoes, or no, I think it might have came with fries. Anyway, I got like roasted potatoes with it instead, and they were totally fine with that. Just because I personally, like, if I want steak, I want real potatoes. It's just my opinion. And it was fantastic. They substituted it, no problem. And that steak is probably one of the best steaks I've ever had in my life. So I'm really excited to get that again, because it looks like the menu's changed a little bit since I was there in 2015, which is exciting. So I will probably still get the steak, but I might try something else too. My other Magic Kingdom recommendation for using your dining reservation, or I'm sorry, table service credit if you're on the dining plan, is Liberty Square Tavern. It is so delicious. I can't even tell you how delicious it is. It is comfort food at its finest. It is a family style meal. So they just bring you, like, you just go in, you don't have to order anything. They show you the menu and show you what you're going to get. And if you have any allergies, make sure to tell whomever your waiter is. And usually they send the chef out to talk to you and make you a special plate. My father-in-law is very, very allergic to milk and dairy, and they came out, and the chef talked to him one-on-one about what he could and couldn't eat, and made him his own dish, because we had like mashed potatoes and gravy and like the macaroni and cheese and stuff, and he just wanted something that he could eat the whole meal of, and they did that and accommodated him perfectly. So we love Liberty Tree Tavern. Now in Animal Kingdom, I highly recommend Tusker House. Tusker House is a buffet. Personally, I really like buffets, so it's hard for me. Like, my husband is not a fan of buffets, but I really would like to take him to Tusker House because I think he would like that one. It's got some Indian influences, African influences. They have some comfort food with like Indian or African twists on them, which are pretty delicious. The character experience at Tusker House is probably my favorite interactions with characters I possibly might have ever had. It was wonderful. They treated me and my sister just like we were anyone else. And Mickey, of course, like in our picture, like I'm gonna put in my picture with Mickey, because he made me feel like a prom queen. Like, it was adorable. I'll put my picture in here. Love Tusker House. At Epcot, again, I'm going to recommend Garden Grill, because I haven't been there yet, but I've seen vlogs and video of people at Garden Grill, and it looks amazing. The character interactions look fun, the spinning restaurant is interesting, and I've heard phenomenal things about their meals. So I'm super excited to try that one as well. We have tried a Curtius in Epcot with all of the princesses, and although I did not mind my meal, I had like a roasted chicken thing. It was really delicious, actually, but a lot of my family members were not fans of the food. I wasn't a fan of the menu. There was honestly only one thing that I even thought sounded good. They have like a salad bar type thing that has all of these weird, like, Norwegian, I guess, inspired salads, and I don't know. I don't even remember what was all on it, but I don't even think I got anything on the salad bar except maybe like some of those little crunchy breadsticks. And it took forever for food, and then we came in at a weird time for the princesses, so it was kind of crazy. So I would not probably eat there again. Maybe I would when Lucy's older and she's into princesses again, and maybe they'll change out their menu a little bit more. The other restaurant in Epcot that I've heard amazing things about is Via Napoli. For pizza, I've heard it's like the best pizza in the world, and they're huge and wonderful. I have not eaten there, but I'm anxious to try it sometime. I did talk about 50s Primetime Cafe earlier in this video, and I stand by everything I said. That would be my recommendation. Hollywood Studios doesn't have a ton of restaurants to eat at right now. And my sister-in-law tried Sci-Fi Diner, and they had a pretty negative experience at that one. So she did not want to try it again this time. I will try it sometime for myself, but until then. So yeah, there you have it. Dining reservations, recommendations, a little bit of ins and outs for everything. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Don't forget to press the subscribe button, like, and comment. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.